Hello and welcome to another episode of Christine's Coloring and Crafts. I'm Christine and it's Wednesday night and I didn't really think of anything specific except for that I've been watching some videos and a lot of the other colorists like to show everybody their finished work, and I thought, well, that's a great idea. That way everybody could see that I'm not a professional. I'm not that good or anything. It's not bad, but it's not like I'm just a stunning colorist or amazing artist or anything like that. But I've done a lot of pages so far this year. I didn't realize how many, and I couldn't even get all of them. I won't even be able to get all of them in the video because some of them are hanging on my walls and I can't go around my room when I don't have my work stuff covered up. But anyway, we'll go through what we can. It'll probably take a while anyway, but let's start with this one. I did this finished it on the 14th of January of this year by Christine Karen from her Fairy and Fantasies 2 book. I have the book, so I just copied it onto my Spring Hill paper, and on this I had used my Caran d'Ache Luminance, but I used Prismacolors on the skin, and then some white Posca to kind of put in some little details, you know, like in her eyes and then on the butterfly. And I really like this one. I think it came out great. That's why I love grayscale, because I almost look like I can do the job. I also used Posca on the bee's wing. And then this one, oh, they're just going to fall. Okay, we'll just leave it down here then, because now all my pencils are rolling away. This is Mariola Budek. I finished this one on the 13th of January. I got it in a PDF download. And in this one, I don't remember. I think I was using Polychromos for the hair, Prismacolor for the skin, and my Monarch for the rest. And then, of course, I used a Caran d'Ache pastel pencil, I guess you call it, for the background. She's kind of steampunky, and I was watching a video that day on a skin tutorial for darker skin. It needs some more smoothing out, but overall, I'm really happy with the color of it. I like the darker skin tone. But I think she came out really good. Again, grayscale is awesome. And then here's another one I was experimenting with on the 6th, finished it on the 16th of January. Also, Mariola Budek PDF download. And in the background, and you could tell by the way the paper is a little bit crumpled, I used my watercolors. I was experimenting with those. I think she came out great. Not so sure about that background. And then we have another, I'm a big fan of Mariola Budek and Christine Karen, so just be warned. And we have another one that I finished on the 23rd of January. Also me experimenting with my watercolors. I like that look a lot better. But this one's also a PDF download, Mariola Budek. I'm trying to think who I used. I know I used Polychromos for the hair, but I couldn't tell you on everybody else. From the shades of the greens, I'm going to go with the Monarchs, but I'm not 100%. And then, of course, I used Posca pen. And then I drew her in a little beauty mark myself. And then on the 27th of January, I finished this lovely lady. Her purple hair came out so pretty. And I used my Derwent Pro colors on that. I used my Derwent Pro colors on everything. Except for the skin, I used my Caran d'Ache Luminance. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but that's a Hoo Hoo marker, the glitter marker set I did for her hairdress. And I had a good time doing that one. I have a good time doing all of these. And then this is another Mariola Budek I finished on my birthday, the 31st. Again, experimenting with the watercolors for the background. And it's Mariola Budek PDF download. I love how her hair came out. I wanted to kind of go for that golden blonde look, and I'm pretty sure I accomplished that. And of course, I put in my own beauty mark. Now this Mariola Budek one is so cute. I love it. It came out just adorable. A PDF download from her cute collection, and I hand drew in the flowers myself. I mean, you could tell. But anyway, I know I used my monarchs on her skin and dress, and on the little fairy guy. Her hair, I think, was my polychromos. Could have been my Pro Colors. But I think she came out so cute, and I finished her on the 28th of January. But I love her. She just came out so adorable. And then we have another Mariola Budek one that I finished on the 29th. It's kind of a Valentine's-y themed one. And I used Polychromos on the hair. I usually use either the Polychromos or the Pro Color on here. And then I use my Prismacolors on the rest, except for her skin. Excuse me. That was all done in Ohuhu skin color markers with some Prismacolors on top to do some shading. And then I snuck in my Ohuhu markers right here with my little sparkles. Oh, I can't remember what I did her. I think I experimented with some Inktense, but I know... Oh, these were the Prismacolor vintage set I finished on my birthday. Her skin was done in the Ohuhu skin tone markers with the Prismacolor vintage set to put in some shading. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember where I got this. If I can figure it out, I'll put it down in the description below, but I cannot remember. I know it's a PDF download, but I can't remember from who. That is my fault. If you're the artist that made this and you're watching this, please comment and tell me. But I had a lot of fun doing it. It's really cutesy and fun. I've never used that much orange before, so I had a great time doing that. And she came out really, really good, I think. Cutie pie. And then we have another Mariola Budek. I finished this one on the 17th of February. Little girl mermaid. And that was me experimenting with the darker colors again. The Pro Colors for the hair. Ooh, I think I used Pro Colors on all of it. Don't quote me on that though. But I also used my Posca pen for the fisheye. And then we have some Deborah Muller pictures. I finished this one on the 15th of February for her Valentine's Day. I believe this was the free download. Oh, yep, free picture. It even says on there. And I used, who did I use on this one? I want to say my Castle Arts. I'm pretty sure I used the Castle Arts, like the soft touches. And then, of course, the Ohuhu glitter markers on it too. And then on her wings, I used some stickles. And I had a good time coloring her. She came out really cute. And then another Deborah Muller one for the Valentine's Day thing. I got this one done on the 9th of February. I can't for the life of me remember what pencils I used, but I used Ohuhu markers and for the skin. And I even used darker ones to do the shading. And I was kind of experimenting with that. And then eyeshadows in the background. Old eyeshadows that I don't use anymore. Then, of course, my Ohuhu glitter markers. I've been obsessed with those ever since I've had them. And then this one I finished on the 2nd of February. And it came out of one of my Camellia Angelkova books. I believe I had done a video on part of it. And so, since I didn't go back to the video, I didn't look. And now that I'm looking at it now, I see I never did their eyes. So see, I'm not the greatest artist or colorist on this planet. I didn't do any background. I just wanted to color and have fun. And that's exactly what I did. And then I finished for Froggy February. I finished on the 5th. This page from Amelia Angelkova's book. I think that's the spring miniatures, maybe. I was actually experimenting with my Ohuhu markers to see what kind of background I could come up with. Unfortunately, the blue that I was using ran dry. So otherwise, I think that came out really cute. And then we have another Mariola Blue Deck one of her cute critters. This one I finished on February 25th. And I had used my Monarchs on this one. I had a really good time doing this one. It was fun. I think the most fun coloring the mushroom pink. I don't use a lot of pink. And then on February 5th, I finished another Valentine's one from coloringbliss.com. If you're a member, you get a bunch of, like, hundreds of free downloads. And even if you're not a member, if you're just like, even if you don't pay a thing, you can still get some free downloads. And I think this was one of them. Don't quote me on that. But I just thought this was so cute and fun to do, like, a little neon colored unicorn. And I had used my Brute Fooner, what do they call it? The pastel set. But not the 50 macaroon set. It was the other pastel set they put out. In which I don't really care a lot for those pencils. But in this instance, when you want to do something bright and fun and cheery, that's the set. And then, of course, I used my Ohuhu glitter markers everywhere. You could probably see the glitter on this one because I used a lot. And then normal Ohuhu markers in the background. In this one, I was experimenting with mixing the colors. What you do is you take two markers, like let's say these are markers, and their lids are off, and you just touch the tips. And one of them absorbs the color of the other, and then you color down there, and you can see the really neat colors. I took a pink and a yellow. And then up here, just a normal blue. And then another Mariola Blue Deck finished on the 27th of February. That one, I had used all of my Pro Color pencils. I wanted to see how they worked well outside of the hair. And a lot of these don't have backgrounds either. And then one Mariola Blue Deck I finished on February 20th. I used Pro Color for the hair. And then Prismacolor for the rest. And then a little bit of a Ohuhu glitter marker. A little bit of Posca pen. You know, a little bit of Posca pen up here too. And then this is one of the pictures where I was using the Ohuhu glitter marker. And it kind of... I was using the pink and that's the one that kind of exploded. But I was trying to create almost like a shimmer. Since she obviously had sheer, you know, sleeves or roll down or whatever that is. I don't think it turned out that great as far as using the glitter marker on this, but I really love the rest of it. I really love her hair. And then another Mariola Blue Deck one I finished on the 12th of February. I was really into portraits. I did the hair with my Polychromos, and I also did the bird with my Polychromos, and everybody else was Caran d'Ache Luminance. And I had a really good time doing this one, and I think it turned out really great. Could probably use some more smoothing out, maybe some more work in her hair. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of really like her as she is. And all this one I really flubbed up. Experimenting with my watercolors. Oh, I flubbed it up so bad. But I finished it on March 5th. And it's from Mariola Blue Deck. And look what I did to the bottom. Oh, this part I love, but I really messed up the bottom. I'm so sad about that. Luckily, since it's a PDF download, I could do it again and maybe experiment with my watercolors another way and see if it turns out any better. But the mermaid, and again, it was me in a mood to try using orange a lot. And I love how the seahorse turned out. He just looks so beautiful. Or she. I don't know which it is. And one I finished on March 27th from Christine Karen. I really love the fairy overall, but I am so sad that I flubbed her wings. And I am actually going to go back and see if I can't fix anything. I was trying to use the stickles to make just translucent wings with a little bit of color to match the, what are those? What's that? You know, those things I just got. Distressed inks. It's distressed ink for the background. Pro Color for her hair, and then I had used Monarchs for the rest, including making her skin pink. I thought, man, I really want a pink fairy with blue hair. And she came out really good too, I think. I just am so sad that I messed up her wings. But I got some ideas, and maybe they'll take. And then another one from Amelia Angelkova's 50 Easter miniatures that I finished on March 12th that I really, really like. Maybe not so much the background. I mean, it's okay, but I was trying to experiment with making flowy glitter for, you know, the part of the background, and I'd use my Ohuhu glitters and my regular Ohuhus. I don't think it turned out exactly like I pictured, but I'm not going to complain about it either. It's not like it's ugly, to me anyway. I probably should have drawn in like a twig or something, or a trunk or something for that to be sitting on. I didn't think about that. I don't remember what. I know I used, on the flowers, I used my Holbeins, because that's when I first got the Holbein pastel set. And I think I just had the 12 set at the time, and I was just using that. And then I used somebody for the middle, but I can't remember who it is, for my dark shade. Okay, for the life of me. And then this one will be all pastel tints that I did at work. So it was finished on the 15th of March. Also out of Amelia Angelkova 50 Spring Miniatures. And I had used my Castle Arts pastel tints. And also another pastel set. Whose was it? I think it was the Brute Fooners pastels too. But I had a good time doing it. Making a not typically colored kitty. And then here's one from Christine Karen that I finished on the 26th of March. Now here, I like how her wings turned out. And I got to start writing this down because I have no idea what pencils I used. But I know I used my Ohuhu glitter markers on her wings, and then I used some stickles on her wings. And I used, same thing here for the stars. And then I also used my distressed inks for the background. And here's one I really, really love that I did on Tone Tan paper. Finished it March 29th. And it's from Christine Karen's. It's a PDF download. And this is all Holbeins from the entire Holbein set. Excuse me. Including the white pencil that's really super soft. And then some Posca pen. And, of course, the distressed inks for the background. And the way to get these little marks here, these little splotches, is to just simply spray it, and they get wet and they leave that cute little mark. I think it's really pretty. I really love how this one turned out, and I want to actually frame it eventually and get it up on my wall. Some of them I frame, some of them I just stick up on the wall. She's one I want to frame because I just love how her hair turned out. I mean, it just came out great. And I love her eyes and the way they kind of like complement with the flowers, the orchids. All right, and that's it for my loose leaves that I have finished and aren't on a wall since January. Here's some from books. This is Summer Nights Hannah Carlzone. I've only done one picture, and it was kind of like a buddy color along with a friend. And actually, I had sent her a copy of the book. I thought I had sent her a copy of the full size, but I accidentally sent her the postcard copy. But either way, we both did this page right here. And I kind of like how it turned out with the, Posca pen. I used the big Posca pen to fill in the spider webbing. And of course I used my stickles for the middle of the little gem they're pulling around. And then I used my Monarchs to color the rest. But I was also, again, experimenting with the distressed inks. I don't know why I can't think of distressed inks today, guys. Don't mind me. Sometimes I'm just not the sharpest tack in the box. I like how it came out overall. I got to figure out how to, I think what the secret is putting the distressed inks on first and then coloring over top. I think that's the secret. But I just finished that actually early this morning because it's labeled April 6th. But it's a great book if you guys haven't gotten it. It's a, you know, of course, Hannah's book, and you know, she's experiencing a rather difficult time with her health. So anything I can do to help her out, like buy myself more books, buy, you know, coloring friends more books, I don't care. And we'll color pictures together. I'm not so sure how I feel about those snakes. There's just so many of them. Like if it was a couple, I'd be excited. There's just so many of them. And I think what I'll do is I'll use this double page spread to experiment with my distressed inks by putting them down first and then coloring over them. That's what I think I'll do. And that way I can get all the snakes colored at once. Ta-da! But it's got a lot of really neat pictures in here to color. I'm excited to get most of these colored. I can't wait to do this one. This one's really pretty. And I want to do her skin tone in something like a blue or a green. Probably a more blue because she looks kind of like she's a nighttime goddess. And, you know, make the flowers dark colored too. Like night flowers that bloom in the night. I'll have to look that up. But anyway, I got some ideas for that picture. So you know that's going to be next on the list. But it's got a lot of good pictures to color in here. And it's a really beautiful book. I love it. And then next, here, I'll just put this under here. We've got 50 romantic miniatures. And so far, that's the only one I got done. I am such a sad sap. I got this done on February 14th, but I am such a sad sap because I just got one right after the other of these miniatures books. And I couldn't wait to color in them. But this one I did in all my water markers, my Ohuhu water markers, and then my Ohuhu glitter marker. And I love how it turned out. It looks so cute. But yeah, so I've got so many pictures to do. Look at this, guys. I'm such a bum. I need to do more. And then out of 50 Easter miniatures, I have so far, I did this with the Derwent Inktense. Finished it on March 16th. I was kind of experimenting with it and seeing how the Inktense worked on this paper. So it's not that great. And it didn't really bleed through or anything, though I did have protection behind it. I don't think it's like super great. It's not bad. It's cute. I just could have done better. But that's okay. That's what experimenting's for, is it doesn't have to be the best. Now I did this picture too. But it's up on the wall, and I had made a copy of it because I am going to want to color this one again. I love those two little chicks. And then a color along with Haley. I finished this one on the 23rd of March and used my Castle Arts Gold with my distressed inks as a background. And we had such a good time with this. And then, of course, we did the 3 chicks under the mushroom. As part of a color along too, but that's also up on my wall because that's the first one I've ever done like stickers for embellishments. And then on the 14th, I had finished this one. I had actually used my Holbeins up here. And I think down here too. And then I used Monarchs, Holbeins, Castle Arts. It was like boom, 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 because I just wanted to kind of experiment with the colors on that page. And then out of 50 ocean miniatures, so far I've gotten, I think, two done. Okay, I finished this one on the 30th of March with my Bic and Ohuhu markers. And then, you know, of course, the glitter markers too. And I was experimenting with the distressed oxide inks. And I don't like that thing that you put it on with, because look at how it's scratched and how it put it on so thick in some places and not thick enough in others. I'm going to try to fix the background on this one. But I really love the turtles and the fishies. And this one I finished on the 5th of April. And I had used my Starjoy Gold. In fact, I had just done part of a video of finishing the tail and doing the buggy, parts of the buggy. on video. And then I had gotten some new Distressed Inks applicators, and I love them. They work so much better. The paper still hates the water like crazy. But I also used my Ohuhu glitter markers, and I had a great time. Now this looks really, really cool. I mean, no, it doesn't look like real water or anything, but I love the way the colors combine together. They looked really good. And then of course I used Jelly Roll gel pen on the bubbles. And then that's what I've gotten done all the way to date, basically. I'm probably going to finish one tonight. I'll show it to you here. Oh, I forgot one that I did at work. I always forget the ones that I do at work except for that one. But forgot a couple here. This one I finished on the 25th of March using my Black Widows. And I was really seeing how hard I could draw or color before, it stopped taking the color. But yeah, that's out of the Butterflies and Flowers coloring book from the Coloring Book Cafe. Have I gotten anybody else done? Oh yeah, there we go. April 2nd, I finished this one. Who did I use though? I know I used the Ohuhu glitter markers, and I used some stickles. Oh, I can't remember who I used for the pencils. Huh. Don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, I'll start writing it down more. If you've seen in some of the pictures, there's one in progress that I've not finished yet. And that one has the pencils in their little case, and those are, let me look, Artezas. So those are their Arteza pencils. But yep. Sometimes I just get tired of a page after a while. I don't know about you guys, but I get tired of a page and I want to go do another one. So that's pretty much what I do. And right now I'm not in this book. I'm actually in another book. Let me take the clips out of this and put it up, because I've designated 2 books for work. Let me turn around here and get it. Here we go. It's Camellia Angel Cova's 50 Jungle Miniatures, and right now I'm working on these little girls here. Since they got bows in their hair, I'm gonna call them girls for now. That's the one I'm working on, and I'm using my Arteza pencils. Have I finished anybody else in here? I could swear I'd done somebody else. I guess not. Sorry, guys. So I guess this is the first one I'm doing. And hopefully I'll get it finished at work tomorrow. I mean, I am doing like a 10.5-hour shift. So I should be able to get it done. I don't know what I'm going to do, if a background or not. But if I do, I want to do something a little bit more creative than what normally I've been doing. Like drawing a background in. Anyway. And then we have got from, of course, Mariola Budek, a free download. She was just giving us a thank you that I'm using my Castle Arts on. And I was using just the soft touch, but my cadmium green pale was running out. I mean, it's this big now. So I grabbed the cadmium green pale out of the gold set. And it's just a cute little picture of roses. I was following another YouTube tutorial on doing pink and white roses. And if you have hand sanitizer and you're using it, make sure your hands are dry before you grab your stuff, because oopsies. But I'm almost finished with this here. And I'm thinking it's looking really pretty. I think I'm going to do the thank you part in purple, including all the shading. And then do like the background also in like the purple distressed inks. I don't know yet. I might switch to blue. We'll see. But hey, anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video today. This one should be a little bit shorter than the others, at least. And we might do a color along soon. I think that would be kind of fun. Let me know if you would like to do a color along in the comments below. Also, too, I will go ahead and start experimenting with putting pictures of things in my videos soon, so look for that in the future. I'm still learning my video editor because last week I had so much trouble. I don't know if they updated it or what, but they had changed, and I was like, what the heck? Anyway, thanks for stopping by here today, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorific rest of your day. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Welcome to the new subscribers who have subscribed. I did see that I got a couple more. So you are awesome. Thank you. And also to look for in the future, when I get 100 subscribers, I want to do like a little giveaway. So that's something to look forward to. And questions, comments, suggestions below. Otherwise, take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.